I am not a perfect person. All I can do is strive to be a better person, day by day. Some days are harder than others, and yesterday was one of those days. I realized that I need better soldering equipment.
It's time for content.
My soldering equipment is very old, and it's never really bit me in the ass until yesterday. I decided to modify this guy. This is a Boss DS1. There's 400 billion of them. They're cheap, and I think everybody on the planet has one. I'm not really a big fan of this pedal, but it sounds pretty cool with a bass 6. I like mid-range. That thing's pretty scooped sounding. How could I modify this pedal to sound the way I want it to sound? I found a forum post that was like, yeah, switch your R17 resistor to a 10K resistor. So I got my very old soldering iron and my resistor out and started going at it. The problem is that the tip for my soldering iron is completely flat, and the reason why tips of soldering irons are usually tip-shaped is in case you have real small electronics, say, and want to be precise with what you're doing. I kept trying to push the leads out. That didn't really work. Then at one point, I accidentally soldered a lead to the lead next to it. Thank God they're already internally connected. Oops. Also, a thing that I've been wanting for years is a solder sucker. You just melt the solder and then click a button and then it goes and it sucks all the solder out of the way. I don't have that, so I'm just melting and melting and melting old solder and trying to get it off of there. Time to just push in that new resistor and solder it, right? Of course it couldn't be that easy. It took me way too long to get the resistor leads into the board, and then when I got them into the board, one of them soldered in fine. The other one just didn't want to solder. So after sitting there and hitting it with way too much heat, I decided I'm gonna stop right now because I'm just gonna break this thing. I very loosely set it up to try and test it, and lo and behold, I got lucky. This thing still works. Here's a little demo of what the modified resistor in the DS1 sounds like. In conclusion, I think I'm gonna get some nice soldering stuff. Damn it, I don't like spending money. Oh yeah, I put out the first long-form content video. It's a 10-minute video on how I built that weird first stack guitar that I have. All these videos are for our band, Infinite Kamikaze, so check that out. Spotify, Apple Music, all that shit. We have a website, infinitekamikaze.com. Fuck it, I'm just leaving that one in. Bye.